Welcome to Season 2 of the Run Strong Run podcast. This season, I'm mixing it up with powerful interviews from inspiring voices at the back of the pack and motivational episodes where I share running tips, advice, and encouragement to keep you moving strong. Because here, we believe one thing loud and clear: all runners count. Let's dive into this week's episode. Welcome back to the Run Strong Run podcast. I'm Steph Dunlap, your host, run coach, marathon pacer, and your go-to expert for helping you run strong and injury-free. Today's episode is one that I'm often asked about, all about walking. Yes, walking, specifically how to increase your walk interval pace when using the run walk method. If you've ever felt like your walking intervals are slowing you down or you want to make the most of every second during your walk breaks, this episode is for you. Let's get ready to pick up the pace, literally. First, let's talk about why your walk pace is so important in run walk training. The run walk method is about finding balance, giving your body just enough recovery during your walk intervals so you can sustain your running effort. But if your walk intervals are too slow, you might lose momentum, fall behind your target pace, or struggle to transition back into running. So by increasing your walk interval pace, you can maintain a steady overall pace, improve your endurance and efficiency, and recover faster while still covering ground. So remember, walking doesn't mean slowing to a crawl. It's about purposeful movement that keeps you in control and on track. If you have ever run in my pace group, you know I call my walking pace walking with purpose. So before you start increasing your walk pace, you need to know where you are now. So here's how to assess your baseline walk pace. First, I want you to track your walk pace. Use a GPS or like a GPS watch, like I have a Coros Pace 3, or an app such as like the Nike Run Club app to measure your walking speed during your intervals. I want you to aim for a steady effort, not a casual stroll. Again, as I like to say, walking with purpose. Check your cadence. That means I want you to count your steps per minute during your walk breaks. A brisk cadence is typically around 120 to 135 steps per minute. I also want you to evaluate how you feel. Do you feel like your walks are productive or are they leaving you feeling sluggish? This starting point will help you measure progress as you work to improve. Now, let's get into the how. Here are 5 practical tips to increase your walk interval pace. Are you ready? First, I want you to practice brisk walking form. We're going to keep our posture tall and shoulders relaxed. Swing your arms in a controlled rhythmic motion. Land on your heels, and roll through to your toes for a powerful push-off. Second, add power to your steps. Think of walking with intention, or as I like to say, walking with purpose. Push off with your back foot and focus on covering more ground with each step. Avoid shuffling and taking tiny steps. Third, increase your cadence gradually. If your current cadence is around 100 steps per minute, I'd like for you to aim to increase it by 5 to 10 steps per minute. So use a metronome app or playlist with upbeat music to help you find a faster rhythm for your walking. Fourth, incorporate speed walking drills. Yes, you're going to dedicate 1 or 2 training sessions a week, focusing solely on your walking pace. So for example, walk briskly for 3 minutes, then slow down for 1 minute and repeat 5 to 6 times. Practice walking hills to build strength and efficiency. Fifth thing I would like for you to do is strengthen your legs and core. Yes, strong muscles help you walk faster and more efficiently. So add exercises like lunges, squats, calf raises, and planks to your weekly routine to build the power needed for a faster walk pace. When increasing your walk pace, watch out, however, for these common pitfalls. First, overstriding. So don't take an overly long step because that can lead to inefficiency and strain. Instead, focus on quick, short strides instead. Second, tensing up. Avoid clenching your fists or stiffening your shoulders as this wastes your precious energy. Stay relaxed and fluid. Third, skipping practice. Like any skill, brisk walking
takes practice, so be consistent in incorporating walk-focused sessions into your training. As you work on increasing your walk pace, track your progress using these metrics. Pace improvement. Note how your average walking pace changes over time. Overall pace. See how faster walking intervals improve your overall run walk pace. And recovery. Notice if you feel more recovered after faster, more efficient walking intervals. Remember, small improvements add up over time. Even increasing your walk pace by 30 seconds to 1 minute per mile can make a big difference in your training and race performance. To wrap up, increasing your walk interval pace is all about finding purpose and power in your movement. Walking is not just walking, it's an essential part of your training, recovery, and race strategy. Be patient with yourself. I'm going to say that again. Be patient with yourself. Stay consistent and celebrate every bit of progress. Remember, every step, whether running or walking, brings you closer to your goals. I'm cheering you on. Thanks for tuning in to the Run Strong Run podcast. Be sure to check out the show notes for your free download, Speed Walking Workout Guide. See you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Run Strong Run podcast. Don't forget to check out the show notes for your free download created to help you on your running journey. Stay connected with me on Instagram at RunStrongRun or visit my website at runstrongrun.com. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love your support. Leave a rating, write a review, or share it with a fellow runner. Until next time, keep running strong and running happy.